Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be starting a project pan and I did not expect to do this. I wasn't planning on starting any project pans until next year, but I just kind of feel like it. I feel like doing it. I am going to hold off on starting my overall collection, like regular project pan, but I want to pan some eyeshadows. I'm just in the mood. I'm in the mood. So I might as well start now. And I'm calling this project, no, pan those eyeshadows 3x3 because I will have 3 randomly drawn single shadows and 3 randomly drawn eyeshadow palettes. And then the eyeshadow palettes will be randomly selected, but I will get to choose my focus shade from each of those palettes. So I'm going to have 6 randomly drawn shadows at all times. My goal will be to hit pan. Like, my intention will be to hit pan. However, I will be allowing myself to roll out shades as long as I've used them at least 30 times, because I don't want to burn myself out on like, I can keep it in for more than 30 uses if I'm not like getting burnt out on it, but I am going to give myself that ability to roll it out if I've used it at least 30 times and not hit pan on it, just because I don't want to burn myself out. I still want to have fun doing this project, so I'm going to do that. And then my cream and liquid single shadows, those will just have a 30 use goal on them. I'm not going to try and use them up, and saying I'll hit pan on them is kind of pointless because I can't really hit pan on them. So my ColourPop Super Shocks will not count in that. My goal will be to hit pan for those if I roll one in. And then on top of my 6 randomly rolled in shades, I will also have a palette that will be kind of like a Pan That palette. However, my goal will not be to use up all of the shades. It will just be to hit pan on all of the shades. I did forget to go, I was going to go pull out maybe like 5 or so that I would be comfortable having for my, like, I'm calling it my focus palette, the one that I want to hit all, like, pan in all of the shades. So I'm going to go pull like 5 different options for my focus palette, and then I'm going to roll my 6 random shades, and then I'll choose my focus palette after I know which random shades I'm working on, so that I can kind of try and pick the best match for it. So I'm gonna go do that. I realized after I picked them that it's kind of silly because 4 of the 5 are neutral palettes, but it's fine. I may, I don't know. I kind of just like having them here so that I can ruminate a little bit and then decide. So the first option I have is the Wet n Wild vinyl collection, and this has been in a project before. As you can see, I have pan on 4 of the 6 shades. So if I were to roll this in, then my goal would be to hit pan on the 2 shades that don't have pan, and then I'd be able to roll it out. And honestly, this is probably the one that I'm leaning towards, just because I would only have to hit pan on 2 shades in order to roll it out. So I may end up rolling this one in. That's probably my top contender. Next, I have the LA Colors Trio in Orchid. I did pan. I haven't like panned to completion a palette before, but I did pan one of these trios before, and my goal was to hit pan on all the shades, and I did. And it took me like 70 uses for each shade. In order to hit pan. It was a lot. It was a lot. So we'll see. It only has 3 shades, but I don't know about that. Next, I have this absolutely, I have a hair. Oh my gosh. Go away. have this absolutely ancient Almay Trio. Is one of their intense eye color things. Is a Trio for Greens 204 is what it's called. And I have had this palette for an embarrassing amount of time. Like, this is an embarrassing amount of years old. However, the shadows still perform perfectly well. Like, they still work great. And I have a really good dip in this shade right here, and then like a little dip in this one. So we'll see, since I already have a little bit of a head start on that. Next is the next option. These aren't all being rolled in, obviously. The Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. I don't think I've ever tried to pan this one. So it would be a lot of work, and there's 8 shades in here. So honestly, this one's probably not likely to get pulled. See, this is, I mostly just wanted to have these options because I feel like sitting here telling you the options and talking to you about it is helping me make up my mind. So next I have the I Heart Revolution Raspberry Icing. That cursive is a little weird. Raspberry Icing. It's like the donut, like the squishy donut palette. So cute. And it is a 5-pan like pink palette, which is very cute. Oh. So that's an option. Honestly, it's probably going to end up being this one just because I have a good head start on one of the 2 shades, and there's only 2 shades to do. So we'll see. I'm going to roll my roll 4. Oh my gosh. These hairs everywhere. I am going to roll for my single shadows. Oh my gosh, my brain. I have 63 single shadows, and I'm going to roll in for 3 of them. So I've got 33. Oh. Come on. Really? Really? And 22. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's look those up. This hair is haunting me. Oh my gosh. Okay. So 22 is my e.l.f. Liquid Metallic shadow in Aurora. And 32 is Landmine glitter in green. What? I don't think that's actually a glitter. I think it's like a matte with glitters in it. Maybe? Not sure. And then 33 is the backup for that. Okay, so I'm going to roll another number because apparently I have 2 of like, look at this. Right here. Look at 32 and 33. They're the same thing. They're the same dang thing. So I'm going to roll again. 28. Okay, fine. 28 is In Studio Risque. Okay. So that's 28. Okay. Now I'm going to roll for my palettes, and then I will go grab all of this. So let's see. Eyeshadow palettes. How many do I have? I have 127 eyeshadow palettes. So we're going to change the range. 127. Okay. 111. 20. And 84. Look at at this. This gave us a much better range of numbers. I don't know why it was being weird before. So we've got 111, which is Tarte Glamour. 84 is Profusion Meadow. And 20, yeah, ColourPop Strawberry Shake. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab all of these and I'll be right back. So I pulled everything. There was an issue with the single shadows. I was confused on what the first one I rolled was. The one that the 32 and the 33 were the same. It's because it's a glitter, so I don't know why it was in my single shadows. I actually removed it and I rolled a new number, and I ended up with e.l.f. Disco Queen. I believe that's what this is called, other than name. Oh yeah, it is. There it is. So this is the e.l.f. Liquid Glitter Shadow in Disco Queen. And it's just like a, I don't know what you would call this. Glittery with a clear base. It's got like hollow glitters in it, rainbow hollow glitters. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that really well, but there's that. And then the other one I got was e.l.f. Aurora. And this is kind of like a, it's like a metallic, but it's like a moussey. And it, I think it's supposed to be like a duochrome, but it's not really. Honestly, it's mostly just the green. And then the third single shadow I got was this In Studio Shadow in Risque. Get a good swatch there. It's like a brick red color, like an orangey brick red color. Honestly, it's not swatching great. So I know the lighting in here is not great, but those are the single shadows. And then the palettes, I've got Tarte Glamour and, oh wow, that is blinding. I'm sorry. Those are the shades there, and I need to pick one, but I think I'm gonna look at all of the, like, I'm gonna look at everything side by side and then pick the shades. So there's Tarte Glamour. And then we have Profusion's Meadow. And this is such a great color story for fall. Both of these are actually, so I'm really happy about that. And then ColourPop Strawberry Shake. Everything is so reflective. I think I'm gonna go with Empire right here, and it's like a cool toned taupey brown. And I know that's not the most like exciting color in this palette, but I think I'll be able to hit pan on it. Probably the easiest. I would have said Charm or Deco, but I think Deco's a little too warm. Maybe not. Actually, Deco might be a better plan. That might be a better plan. Actually, yeah, I'm going to switch. I'm going to go with Deco, which is this one right here, just because I think the warmer tone is going to go better with the other colors that I have going on here. I would say Charm, but I want to go with an actual color. So we're going with Deco on that. For Profusion Meadow, I think I'm going to go with Habitat, which is this color right here. It's kind of hard to see the color it is because the lighting in here is trash, but it's like a sage green kind of color, a little more on the blue side, but I think that color is going to be relatively easy to incorporate into things. and fun to use. So we're gonna go with Habitat. I feel like I should say Delish because that's probably gonna be the easiest of these, but I'm really drawn to Berry Fine. I actually don't, I think these are all in the right order. This one right here, which looks like a pink and orange, like duochrome kind of color. So I'm gonna go with Berry Fine because I probably can't even see that very well. But I'm gonna go with this color right here just because it looks so good. So we're gonna go with Berry Fine. And then that leaves me with trying to choose my focus palette. So I think I'm going to take this one out of the running, the donut one, because these shades are all very similar to the ones that are in the strawberry shake palette. So I don't really feel the need to have this in there. I mean, it probably would complement the shade that I picked. However, you know, I guess these exact colors aren't in here. This is more of like a warm tone pink palette, and this is a more cool tone pink palette. So they probably could complement each other. But I think that's just going to be a lot of pink because I probably will be using shades, like other shades from this palette, and I just think that'll be too much pink. So I'm not going to do that. I think my top two contenders are probably these two palettes right here. And honestly, I think I am probably just, I'm going to go with the one that I thought I was going to go with. Wet n Wild Vinyl Collection, that was it called? Yeah. So we're going to go with Wet n Wild Vinyl Collection for my focus palette. And the shades don't have names, but the two that I need to hit pan on are this gold one, which I already have a good like head start on. Honestly, based on the other shades in here, I'm probably not too far off from hitting pan. And then I need to hit pan in this brown over here, which is, it's a brown with like gold glitters in it. So this is going to be my focus palette. Oh, another here. So I've got 4 palettes, 3 single shadows. Oh, I forgot to swatch the palette shades on my hand so that you guys could see those. Okay, so there is my, wow, the lighting is awful, sorry. There is my color story. Actually, that's not a bad, that's not a bad color story. Cute. And then the 2 shades I'll be focusing on in this palette are right there. I know the lighting is, sorry, trash, but those are my colors. Actually, that is not looking too bad. Very fall approps. I'm excited. I'm really excited about this project. I don't know how often I'm going to update. Probably roughly once a month. Probably closer to like every 5 to 6 weeks, just because I want to be able to get as much use out of these as I can. Yes. So my goal for everything except for the liquid shadows is going to be to hit pan. That is going to be what I'm aiming for. But again, if I hit 30 uses and I am either burnt out on the shade or I'm feeling like there's no way I'm anywhere near hitting pan, I am giving myself the liberty to roll it out. And then the liquid shadows, it's just a 30 use goal. So that's that. That is my intro. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I picked. Hopefully this project works out well. I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job keeping up with the projects that I've been setting for myself lately. Maybe not the best job of updating on them, but I've been keeping up with them pretty good. So I have a lot of faith in myself on this. And I will see you guys in, well, I'm filming this a couple weeks before it's actually going up. So by the time you see this, I will have a couple weeks of progress already. And then the first update will be going up, I think, 6 weeks after I'm filming. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Bye.